kickoff and carried it back to about the 47-yard line before he was brought down by the Scarlet Dragons, and Hollidaysburg took over there 1st and 10. They then ran a playoff tackle for about 6 yards, and then on this last play on a pass, they picked up the first down. It's now 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg on the Central 42. Lansendorfer in motion. Rossi fades the pass, throws downfield. He's got a man. Incomplete pass. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for getting on the air late. We'll bring you up to date. You only missed 2 plays. Right now, it's 1st and 10 for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers on the 41-yard line of Central. 2nd down and 10. Jim Rossi, the quarterback, sends a man in motion to the right. Rossi fades the pass. The rush is on. He throws long downfield. He's got a man in the open. He's got it, and ladies and gentlemen, he's going in for a touchdown. He's got a touchdown. Jim Rossi throws a long bomb, a 41-yard pass, and Hollidaysburg's on the scoreboard already, and there's less than 2 minutes gone in the ball game. This is the kind of game we look for. This Jim Rossi's a ball player. He tossed it. The man got behind the Central defender. Dan Boring caught the pass for Hollidaysburg, a 41-yard aerial from Jim Rossi to his end. Dan Boring, he got behind the Central defense, and bingo. After 4 plays from scrimmage, Hollidaysburg's into the end zone. The score is Hollidaysburg 6, Central nothing, and there's still 10:43 left in the first quarter. All right, Hollidaysburg will attempt a conversion now. All right, they line up. Attempt for the conversion, snap to center, the kick is up, and it's good. And ladies and gentlemen, as they come back up the field, Hollidaysburg with less than just a little over a minute going in the ball game. Lightning strikes, and the Golden Tigers are out in front, 7-0. Here's Merrill Eversole.
Thank you, Denny. There's a twinge of fall in the air. Did you notice it the past few nights? Now that should tell you something about what's in store for this area. It tells us that winter is just around the corner. And it told Feather Petroleum to stock up on heating oil so that when you needed warmth and comfort in your home, they would be able to supply it. Feather Petroleum Incorporated of Martinsburg is happy to announce that they are well stocked with the finest heating oil available in the area. Feather Petroleum says, why not give us a call today? Phone 793-2139, that's 793-2139 for delivery, and you'll keep snug and warm all winter long.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Again, we apologize to our sponsors, but we'll get caught up with you. And lightning strikes, and this is just about the way we thought this game was going to go. We look for a real potent offensive battle here tonight. So Hollidaysburg is kicking off back deep for the Scarlet Dragons. The kick is high, not very deep. Taken down there by Jerome Conlon, number 19. He breaks away one man, ladies and gentlemen. He might go. No, he brings it back across midfield and up to the Hollidaysburg 49-yard line. Jerome Conlon, the junior halfback, and he brought the ball back, and I don't think the Central team's going to let up. I think we're going to see one heck of a ball game here tonight. I think you're going to see a lot of throwing. I predicted this before the game. Denny Conlon, I think we're going to have a passing battle here tonight. Hollidaysburg hit fast and hard.
With the way it started out, this is a real wide open ball game, I tell you. Rome almost broke that run back. I tell you, one more block and he'd have split those guys and he'd have been gone. Looks like a good ball game, Denny.
I think there's a lot of excitement in the air, and I think the Central team will come back here. They got hit, and Hollidaysburg went in, but everybody knows that this Rossi's got to be one of the best quarterbacks in the county, and bang, he threw the long bomb. Everybody knew it was coming, but away it went, and there it is on the scoreboard, 7-0 Hollidaysburg. All right, Dave Breidenball, the 3-year letterman for Central, another good quarterback, brings his team out, sets George Oldham to the right, pitch back, Bobby Wareham to the left side of the line, pick up maybe 3 yards in there. Wareham carries the ball for about 3 yards. All right, it's 2nd down, make it about 7 or 8 for the Scarlet Dragons. Breidenball, the quarterback. Breidenball fades the pass, he looks, he throws, incomplete, attempted for Mike Malk, out in the right flat, incomplete. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 now for the Scarlet Dragons. The Dragons behind here still shows 9:41 left in the first quarter. This Jim Rossi threw 3 passes, and bang, he connected on a long one, went 41 yards for a touchdown, and the Golden Tigers jumped out to a 7-0 lead. I figured this would be a passing duel tonight. The only way that the Scarlet Dragons are going to contain Hollidaysburg is to get into that backfield, and they haven't done it. All right, it's 3rd and 8 now for the Scarlet Dragons. Dave Breidenball brings them out. All right, Breidenball fades the pass. He throws across the middle, complete, caught, fumble. Central recovers, Mike Malk, but it's not enough for the 1st down. Took the ball down across the 45-yard line, moved it down to about the 44, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. It's going to be a 4th down for the Scarlet Dragons. The ball resting on about, if I can see the yard markers, we're standing way deep in the press box. There seems to be a mix-up here in the press box. We'll tell you a little bit more about it later on. Anyway, the Dragons are going to kick it. They go into kick formation. Ron Holsinger in to do the kick, and Lansendorfer and number 88 back for Hollidaysburg. All right, snap from center. He gets a kick, and it's a good one. It's going downfield, taken by Lansendorfer on the 15-yard line. He's hit on the 20 and brought down over there right away. I see Barry Shambaugh and Jerome Conlon. The ball's back to about the 23-yard line, so the Golden Tigers will put it in play there, 1st and 10 from about their own 23-yard line. All right, Jim Rossi, the senior quarterback for the Golden Tigers, brings them out, looks over the defense, calls the signals. He hands off left side of the line, and he goes across the 25-yard line up to about the 26. Number 36 in there for Central, Denny Conlon, Evan Gokenauer. Loventanz, the halfback for Hollidaysburg, the ball carrier. It's a pickup in there of about 4 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 now for the Golden Tigers. Hollidaysburg seems to be moving the ball well. As a matter of fact, they moved it all the way. All right, it brings up a 2nd down and 6. Hollidaysburg out in front, 7-0. Jim Rossi brings him out, sets his team, looks over the defense, takes a handoff, hands off, takes it and runs. Rossi takes a handoff, gets away from one man, comes up across the 40-yard line, driven out of bounds. Rossi brings the ball across the 40, right on about the 40-yard line. He's driven out of bounds by Jerome Conlon, and that's a 1st down. Denny Conlon, this is what we was talking about earlier in the day. This Rossi is shifty, and he's fast, and on this option play, he can go.
That was fine faking on his part. Faked the 2-man and kept the ball, and they sent an end down on this side. Rome picked the end up, and that dropped him off you. So when Rossi turned the corner, he had about 10 yards running room there.
All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. Jim Rossi, the senior quarterback, brings them out. Handoff, left side of the line. They're getting yardage here. Goes across the 45 and up close to about make it the 46-yard line. Jerome Conlon made the tackle in there for the Dragons. The ball carrier, I believe, was number 24, Lansendorfer. Lansendorfer, the ball carrier for the Scarlet Dragons. And so far, the Golden Tigers are running right through this Scarlet Dragon defense. And Central is definitely going to have to tighten up to stay in this ball game because Hollidaysburg's been moving the ball on the ground and in the air so far. All right, we got a 2nd down and 4 now for the Golden Tigers. All right, they set a split end to the left this time. Lansendorfer turns around. He might be calling an audio. He switches his backfield. He changed his play at the line of scrimmage. All right, and there's a whistle. There's going to be a delay game. It looked to me, Denny Conlon, that time, like Jim Rossi came up, looked over the Central defense and called an audible on the line.
It looked that way, Denny. One adjustment Central has made already is Orville Sheen is going out on their end, Mike Brown, man-to-man. He'll be playing the monster, so Central's already switched out of their regular 6-3 defense.
All right, that moves the ball back 5 yards and puts it back on the 41-yard line and brings up a 2nd down and 9 now. Central gets the penalty of 5 yards against Hollidaysburg for delay of game. So it's a 2nd and 9 now for Hollidaysburg. Somebody jumped off sides. The flag throws. Rossi's being chased, and he breaks away behind the line. He's hit over there by one man. He gets away. He brings it across midfield. Hey, this Rossi, he is a tricky runner, Denny Conlon. He looks good. I think Hollidaysburg was offsides, but that's just the way it looked to me, and I don't have the best seat in the house here tonight, believe me. But we'll wait for the official to call it. But this Rossi is shifty. He gives him a hip and takes it away, and away he goes. He's definitely a fine runner and a tremendous passer. We'll see who the officials are talking to. They're talking to the Central captains out there. I believe a Hollidaysburg. It looked like their right end jumped off sides. I believe that's what they're going to call. That helps because Rossi had made a nice gain, almost 10 yards on that play, and they're moving the ball 5 yards, taking it back to the 35-yard line now. It's offsides against the Golden Tigers, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 14. Denny, they made 2 long gains here, but they moved the ball backwards about 10 yards.
Well, so far the breaks have gone Central's way here.
Except that one long pass. That certainly didn't go there.
That's not a break, then.
That was just a good play. There's no question about it. Okay, it's 2nd down and 14 now for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. All right, Jim Rossi brings him out. Has a man set far to the left this time. Rossi, hands off, hit behind the line of scrimmage. Little mix-up on the handoff. Number 68 in there for the Scarlet Dragons to bring down Jim Rossi back on about the, make it to 34. Lee Yurdy hit him. Rossi attempted to hand off to his halfback coming around, and I think there was a mix-up in signals, and Yurdy was right there, and bang, He lost 2 more yards on the play, so it's a 3rd and 16. And maybe Central can dig in here, Denny Conlon. They certainly need to.
Let's hope so.
Okay, 3rd and 16 now.
Passing down, Dan.
Yes, it's a definite passing situation, and this Rossi can throw the ball. He sets a split end to the right. He sets a flanker to the right. He fades the pass. He's hit. He's hit. Bang, bang. Barry Shambull went busting through, and he knocked him back on about the 18-yard line. And Denny Conlon, this is what we're talking about. The only way that the Scarlet Dragons can get this guy is to get him behind the line before he has a chance to unload.
That's what you said coming in the car, Dan. Rossi is very impressive, very shifty, and very quick quarterback. And the best pass defense you have is a good rush. That time Central surely had that.
All right, last year we had Jack Mock, Jim Lewis, the guy before that, Paul Roach. This year, well, so far, Barry Shambull. He got through. Boy, it's a 4th and 30. And who's kicking there? Number 14, Denny, for hollidaysburg. Back to receive is Mike Mock and number 21, Denny, for the Dragons. Oh, bad pass from center. It's blocked. The kick is blocked back on about the 10-yard line. It doesn't matter who fell on it. It's going to be Central ball. They recovered. Denny, who recovered that fumble?
I really can't say. I couldn't tell. But Brian Gates was in there.
There was about 3 Scarlet Dragons in there. I don't know just who blocked the kick or who fell on it, but what a break for Central right now. Maybe lightning can strike twice. It's Scarlet Dragon ball. It looks like it's on about the 9-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for Central. Central back in the huddle talking it over. This is what Central's got to do in order to contain this Rossi. He's one of the best I've seen in a long time. They got to get through. All right, it's Dragon ball now. 1st and 10. Dave Brydenball has George Oldham set to the right. Brydenball, handoff, right side of the line. Bobby Wareham hit right at the line of scrimmage. He might have been driven back for a yard. He just didn't go anywhere. That big forward wall of hollidaysburg met him right at the line. He might have got the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, 2nd down and make it about 9 yards for a touchdown for the Scarlet Dragons. Okay, it's an end sweep. It's driven out of bounds. Driven out of bounds on about the 6. That was Bobby Wareham. As I told you, we don't have the best facilities here tonight, and there's people walking in front of us, and we couldn't hardly see it, but Bobby Wareham swept the right end, moved it down to about the 6-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Scarlet Dragons. And there's a timeout on the field. I think it's an equipment change. Hold on, Merle. Yes, it is. Okay, with a timeout, here's Merle.
Dog and Suds Drive-In, Route 36, Roaring Spring, is a booster of the Central High School Scarlet Dragons. The friendly reminder after the game, stop at Dog and Suds and try a delicious, tasty Coney dog with French fries and creamy root beer. You'll light up with joy. So good. Try Dog and Suds delicious crisp chicken or shrimp. So bring the kids along. Enjoy wholesome food at Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant in Roaring Spring. Another fine community-minded business. So after the game or just any time for a quick snack, stop at Dog and Suds.
Well, there's still a timeout on the field. They had an equipment change, but they still got a timeout. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, we want to apologize to you for getting on the air late with this game. Goodness knows we were here at 7 o'clock, but the press box facilities that we reserved back by an official letter from the principal of hollidaysburg High back on August 19th has been taken by another station here tonight. And we're standing in the back of the press box trying to do this thing, looking over everybody's heads. And we missed the first 2 or 3 plays of the ball game. I'm kind of sorry in a way we didn't miss the 4th or 5th one, Denny. You got to be knowing that. That's the one that scored the touchdown.
That was a well-executed play. They sent the man down the right side, and he snuck over in the middle, and he was behind Rome and Dave, and beautiful pass by Rossi. Ready to go, Denny.
All right, the Scarlet Dragons time back in. It's a 3rd and 8. Central has the ball on the hollidaysburg 8-yard line. Brydenball, the quarterback. Brydenball fakes a handoff, looks downfield, throws, got a man in the end zone. He overthrows him. He had a man open down in the corner, but the pass was just a little bit too long. And the Scarlet Dragons are sitting on the 8-yard line. They've been knocking on the door, but so far they moved the ball just 1 yard after they recovered the fumble. So now the question is, what are they going to do? It's 4th and 8. What do we look for, Denny? Is it going to be a pass? What are we going to do?
Central just took a timeout, so they want to talk to coach on this one. This is a big play. It's 4th and about 8. It's still early in the game. 4:11 to go in the quarter, but team comes out and scores a quick one on you. Sometimes ball team will get down, and Central doesn't seem to affect it. And they're playing, if they can take this ball in and score, right, back to a new ball game, and I hope they can.
Okay, Merle, give us a fast word here. We just got a little bit of time left.
The average person doesn't have the slightest idea what ingredients go into that prescription he's taking. Because his trusted doctor gives it to him, he takes it with confidence that it will cure the ailment it's meant for. Well, at Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring, you have the same confidence. When you take a prescription to Varner's, you know it will be filled precisely to the directions your doctor has ordered. You never get substitutes, never get inferior ingredients. Next time you have a prescription to be filled, take it to Varner's Pharmacy, Roaring Spring.
Okay, thank you, Merle. Central comes out, 4th down. This is a big one. Bryden Ball fades the pass, throws in the end zone, touchdown, touchdown, Scarlet Dragons. Greg Imes, a pass right across the center to Greg Imes, into the end zone, just across the goal line, and it's a new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Bryden Ball, fake the handoff, drop back, rifle the ball into Greg Imes, right across the goal line, and it's 7-6 Hollidaysburg. All right, Ron Holsinger into attempt a conversion. It's a big one. The kick is up. It's good. And ladies and gentlemen, the ball game is all tied up here at Hollidaysburg. With 4:07 left in the first quarter, it's Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers 7, Central Scarlet Dragons 7. And Merrill, this gives us a chance to catch up on our sponsors.
Okay, fine, Denny. Ah, that wonderful fall air, the time for all outdoorsmen to take to the woods, for all ages to take strolls through their favorite mountains and woodlands. If you ever had the desire to own a place of your own in some secluded spot away from the humdrum of city life, the Tennessee Stover Insurance and Real Estate Office in Roaring Spring now has available seasonal dwellings, and heading that list are a few choice hunting camps. If you're in the market to buy or if you want to sell real estate, whether it's farm, business, or home, make it a point to see Tennessee Stover in Roaring Spring.
Thank you, Merrill Eversole. Okay, Central lines up to kick off. They got 3 men deep. They got Lansendorfer back there. They got Boring back there, and I think Brown's back there. Ron Holsinger will be kicking off for the Scarlet Dragons on the last kickoff. Brother, they moved it right back almost to midfield, and they just kept on going with it on about 4 plays. Hollidaysburg went in to score. So we're all lined up for the kickoff now. The official coming over to the side. Ron Holsinger will kick for the Dragons. The 3 deep men for Hollidaysburg standing down between the 10 and the 15-yard line. There's the whistle. And there's a kick. It's a pretty good kick going down across the 15-yard line. Lansendorfer takes it. He gets running room. He brings it back across the 25. Hit, falls forward to about the 30. Mark it on about the, make it the 29-yard line. Marlin Zook made the tackle for the Scarlet Dragons. So Hollidaysburg takes over with a 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Okay, Jim Rossi brings them out now. Sets for the 1st and 10. Rossi, hands off, right side of the line, bang, he's hit and brought down, right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. That's Barry Shambull. Barry Shambull racks him up in there with a little bit of help from Ron Ritchie that time, right on the line of scrimmage, so make it no gain for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. It's a 2nd down now and 10 for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. Rossi brings them out. Rossi, hands off, left side of the line, bang, he's hit again, he goes nowhere. Try to get them as they come up. There's Greg Imes, Richie, Nevin Gokenaar, Brian Gates, all of them hit right at the line of scrimmage again. They're hitting now. The Scarlet Dragon seems to be adjusted out here now, so it brings up a 3rd and, well, it's about 10. Make it 3rd and about 10 now. No gain on the play. All right, Rossi brings them out. 2:42 showing on the scoreboard clock. Score all tied. This is a passing situation, and he's back to pass. He's got a lot of time. He throws. He hits his man. If the man falls on the 50-yard line, he hit 45. Make it the 45-yard line. He hit his man over there on the 4 sideline, number 16. That's Detweiler. Completed the pass to Detweiler, and I believe he made the 1st down. He did. It's a 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg, and he just had too much time back here at that time, Denny Collin. The Central's been hitting hard and getting through, but they got to get through on every play because this Rossi can throw the ball.
Yes, he can, Dan. He did have to give it a time to throw. Well-executed pattern.
Okay, they bring him out on a 1st down, 10 situation. They set a split end to the left this time. Rossi looks over the defense. He calls the signals. Rossi is running. He's being chased, but he gets away from 3 men behind the line. He brings it up to midfield. And he gets into Central territory, and he's hit and driven out of bounds there by Mike Malk and Brian Gates. But after he made 6 or 7 yards on the play, we'll wait and see what the official marks it. It looks about the 47-yard line of Central. And this Rossi, 3 men had a shot at him behind the line, but as I said, he gives him a hip and takes it away, and around that end he goes. He's definitely a tremendous quarterback, and he's demonstrated it so far here tonight. Now, if we can get both sides of that line going through Denny Collin, maybe we can stop that run.
I hope so. Greg Imes really pursued well that time.
Okay, he brings him out. It's a 2nd down and 2, just about 2 yards to go for the 1st down. All right, Rossi takes a long time, looks over the defense, handoff, center of the line, falls forward. I believe he's got the first down. We'll wait and see. I see Nevin Gokenaar getting up there. Help brought him down, number 69. Who's 69 for Central, Denny? Lee Yurdy and Nevin Gokenaar brought him down. It's short. It's short. He didn't make the first down. It's about a yard. He's got a 3rd and 1. Any other time on 3rd down, I'd say Rossi was going to throw the ball, but with 1 yard to go, I think he's going to go for it. He brings him out. It's a 3rd and 1. He sends you split end to the right this time. All right, Rossi calls the signals. He drives ahead. He makes it. He's across the line. He's got the first down just enough. It's going to be 1st and 10. It is. Haymarket. 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg. All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. All right, they send the man in motion to left. Fakes the handoff. He's hit behind the line. Greg Irons traps him back. He gets away. Brian Gates. He gets away from him, brings it back right to about the line of scrimmage. There was a flag thrown. I think there was an illegal procedure. I think Central jumped off sides, but I don't know whether he was drawn or not. We'll wait for the official to mark it out there. There was Hollidaysburg sent the man back in motion towards the quarterback this time, and I believe Central might have jumped. We'll wait and see. Yeah, they're going to be talking to the Hollidaysburg captain. It's offsides against the Scarlet Dragons. Okay, 5 yards, 5-yard penalty being walked off against the Scarlet Dragons. That's about what he made on the play, but by taking the penalty, they get the down over, so the ball's resting on the Scarlet Dragon 40-yard line, and it's 1st and 5 yards for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. All right, Jim Rossi, the quarterback. Looks him over. Rossi, hands off, left side of the line, bang, got 2 yards, but he's hit in there. There's Brian Gates and Nevin Gokenaar in there. Bring him down, give him about a 2-yard pickup, move the ball to the 38, and bring up a 3rd down and about 3 now. Let's see. Oh, a 2nd down. That's right, there was a penalty before. It brings up a 2nd down and about 3 now for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. Ball resting on the Central 38-yard line. All right, Hollidaysburg comes up to the line, but then calls a timeout. So with a timeout on the field, what is it, Denny?
5 seconds in the quarter.
Oh, okay. With a timeout on the field, here's Merrill Ebersole.
Feather service will tickle you. Yes, Feather Petroleum in Martinsburg has that great Phillips 66 heating oil, Fill Heat, backed with all Feather's dependable conveniences. Automatic delivery that gives you an everyday fuel supply, radio controlled trucks, 24-hour oil burner service, and a budget system with discount plan. Come on, be tickled pink and warm with Feather Petroleum never sleeping service. Call 793-2139. That's 793-2139 for delivery, and you'll keep snug and warm all winter long.
Okay, thank you, Merrill Ebersole. Danny Collin, we still got a timeout on the field. I see Rossi was over talking to Coach Joe Gallagher on the sidelines. I see we got 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Hollidaysburg has the ball on the Central 38 with a 2nd down and 3 yards to go. Hey, Danny, we're about back where lightning struck earlier. They was on the 41 before, and Rossi uncaulked one. What do you think?
I don't know. I hope that Central's defense adjusted to that pass play. The man was on line up on the right side, and he came downfield and cut across the middle. And Central's, Rome was on the opposite side. He was watching another receiver, and the guy broke behind him. And I don't know how it went, but someone wasn't right back there. But I hope they make the adjustment if they try the same play again. Okay, Rossi brings him out up over the line of scrimmage. Rossi pitches back, the option play, turned back to Lansendorfer. Lansendorfer hit behind the line of scrimmage. You heard the gun go off. I think Denny Collin, did it get you? No, he missed him. All right, Mike Malk and Nevin Gokenaar brought him down behind the line of scrimmage, but there was flags thrown on the play, and I think it might be against Central. It is. It's an offside illegal procedure penalty against the Scarlet Dragons, so this is going to give Hollidaysburg a 1st down. They was thrown for a loss on the play, but a Central man moved. It looked like the right side of the line. The right tackle for the Scarlet Dragons moved on it, and bang, it's going to move the ball right back here to start the second quarter. It's going to give... They're marking it off now. We'll wait and see. The official moves the ball down to, let's see, and make it about the 33-yard line, and it's a 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg. 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. Okay, they shot the gun for the quarter, but the quarter cannot end on a penalty, so Hollidaysburg is going to run that last play. They got a 1st and 10. The ball's down now on about the 33-yard line. The gun went off, signaling the end of the quarter, but you can't end the quarter on a penalty. There's Rossi back to pass. He throws and is partially blocked. He's almost into his hands. In and out there. It was partially blocked, and that's all that saved him. He had a man out in the open. So, ladies and gentlemen, there we have the end of the first quarter with a score, Hollidaysburg 7, Central 7, and here's Merrill Ebersole.
Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant, Route 36, Roaring Spring, has the finest food in town. Now stop for just a minute and listen to this. Picture a thick, creamy shake or crisp golden chicken topped off with fries, coleslaw, and a beverage. Sound good? Well, it is good. Stop real soon. For the wholesomest food in town, it's Dog and Suds Drive-In. And remember, there's no need to get out of your car. Fast, friendly service, and the best food in town. Dog and Suds, the home of Rover and the creamiest root beer. Stop soon at Dog and Suds of Roaring Spring.
Okay, we're ready to start the second quarter. It's a 2nd down and 10 for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. The ball resting on the 33-yard line of Central. The score all tied up. Jim Rosseye, the quarterback, brings them out. Sets 2 men to the left this time. Looks over the defense. He fades the pass. He throws a long one downfield. He's got a man in the open. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown for Hollidaysburg. Well, I don't know what they're doing, but that man is getting behind him, and he throws that ball beautiful. And he had the men beat. He had Jerome Conlon and Dave Breidenball beat down there by about 3 yards. And this Rosseye throws the ball, and bang, they're in the end zone. It's another score for Hollidaysburg. Mike Brown catches that ball and fell into the end zone for Hollidaysburg. And that puts them out in front, 13-7. So Hollidaysburg lines up to attempt a conversion. I can't see the number of the boy that's kicking, but here's a snap from center. The kick is up. It's good. Hollidaysburg goes out in front by a score of 14-7 here early in the second quarter. And as they come back up the field, here's Merle.
It used to be that all drugstores sold were drugs, period. But times have changed, and nowadays it's almost impossible to enumerate the many products available and the services offered by Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring. However, Varner's knows that your health still comes first, and so the most important service is the compounding and dispensing of accurate prescriptions. When your doctor gives you a prescription, take it to the experts at Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring. And also, when you want good photo service, something for the home medicine cabinet, some cosmetics, or a greeting card, the name to remember is Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring.
Okay, Merle, we're lined up for the kickoff. So far, the score here at Hollidaysburg is Mike Brown, 14, Central Scarlet Dragons, 7. Mike Brown caught 2 touchdown passes, kicked 2 extra points. Anyway, the Golden Tigers are out in front by a score of 14-7. Here comes the kickoff. Marlon Zook, Jerome Conlon back to receive. Kick down the far side. Jerome Conlon takes it on the 10. Brings it back to the 15. Hit and dropped right on the 15-yard line. So the Scarlet Dragons will put it in play there. 1st and 10 from their own, is that the 20-yard line? Well, let's see what they marked. 15, 20, 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons from their own 20-yard line. I'll tell you, this is a real dynamic quarterback, Denny Conlon, that this Hollidaysburg team has out here, and you don't know whether he's going to run or throw, but he does them both well.
Good job. Good job by Elsie.
Okay, Central back in the huddle now, talking things over. I think you're going to see Central throw the ball. They've only run 8 plays so far in the ball game, and of course they scored once. It's been a Hollidaysburg controlled game. All right, Breidenball, hands off, right side of the line. Brings it up maybe to about the, gets away from a man, he's driving forward. He almost broke loose. George Oldham, the ball was handed out to George Oldham. He started around the right side of the line. He was hit, momentarily stopped. He lateraled back to Bobby Wareham, and he drove forward to the 26. So it's a 2nd down and about 4 now for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, Dave Breidenball brings him out. Breidenball, handoff, right side of the line. He gets away from one man, brings it up across the 30, up to about the 35-yard line. Cowboy George Oldham carries the ball for the Scarlet Dragons and moves it up to the 35-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Central. All right, 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons from their own 35-yard line. Dave Breidenball, the quarterback. Breidenball, pitch back, hit behind the line of scrimmage, fumble. We'll wait and see. I think Hollidaysburg might have got it. No, he didn't fumble. He fell on the ball. The ball carrier was Bobby Wareham, and he was thrown back there for about a 3 or 4 yard loss. Make it a 3-yard loss. Make it a 4-yard loss. Bring up a 2nd down now, and 14 from the Scarlet Dragons. Put the ball on their own 31-yard line. All right, a big 2nd down and 14 now for the Dragons. Dave Breidenball brings them out. Calls the signals. Breidenball fades the pass. Throws long downfield. Overthrown. He had a man in the open down there. Nevin Goganair was open, but the ball was overthrown, and it could have been a big one. But as it is, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 14. Hollidaysburg man Lansendorfer almost had a chance to intercept that ball too. He was in back of Goganair, but I think the pass could have been caught if it would have been there. I think we're going to see a lot of passing in this ball game. It's a 3rd and 14, Denny Conlon, and a definite passing situation.
Well, it definitely is. Saw Rome come in with a play from coach, so who knows what's going to happen.
Okay, I would imagine Bryden Ball's going to throw the ball this time. We get somebody open out there. We did it before. We might go again. All right, it's a shotgun formation. Bryden Ball lined up in the shotgun. He throws the screen. Screen pass. Taken on the right side of the line. Gets up across the way. He's going to go. He's going to go. Bobby Wareham gets away. Down to the 40. Down to the 35-yard line. Hit and driven out of bounds. Bobby Wareham took the screen pass over on the far right side of the field. Reversed his field. Cut across the middle. Broke away from about 3 men and carried the ball down to the 35-yard line of Hollidaysburg, and is 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, they're throwing the ball over the field. The Scarlet Dragons move it down to the 35-yard line of Hollidaysburg, and it's 1st and 10. Bryden Ball, the quarterback. Bryden Ball, handoff. George Oldham hits the left side of the line. Drives forward in there from every 2 or 3 yards. Moves it down to about the 32-yard line. He's hit and brought down. And who made the tackle? Rossi. Oh, brother, what a ball player this guy is. Okay, it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 now for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, Central taking a lot of time in the huddle back there. The official looking at his watch. I don't know whether they're going to get this play off or not. They got a double flanker out to the right this time. Bryden Ball pitches off. Brim Conan through the right side of the line. Brings it down to about the 25-yard line. Very close to the 1st down territory. We'll wait and see where the official marks the ball. It's very close. All right, he's just short. Moved the ball down to about the 26-yard line, and it's 3rd and 1 for the Scarlet Dragons. Rome Conan off his own right tackle carried it down to within a yard of 1st down, so it's a big 3rd down play now for the Dragons. Bryden Ball, handoff. George Oldham, he's got the 1st down. He's still going. He's on his feet down across the 20-yard line. Falls forward. Oldham on a good gainer. Moves the ball inside the 25. We can't see the yard markers down inside the 20. We'll wait for the official to mark it up. Down. Cowboy George Oldham carries it down to about the 17-yard line, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. They're on the move now. They send a double flanker to the left this time. Bryden Ball pitches back. Jerome Conan goes off the left side of the line, hits in there for maybe a yard or so. Conlon moves the ball inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14. It brings up a 2nd down and 8 now for the Scarlet Dragons. Central coming out in some different formations. They're sending 2 men out to the right or 2 men to the left, and then they're running that side. All right, it's a 2nd and 8 now. Bryden Ball brings them out. Again, he's got 2 men set to the left. Bryden Ball face pass, throws across the middle, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Greg Imes, the intended receiver. That's the pass they scored the touchdown on earlier, but it was in and out of his hands. It's incomplete, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and 8 now for the Scarlet Dragons. Ball resting on the 14-yard line. The Dragons on the move. All right, 3rd and 8 from the 14. Scarlet Dragons bring it out. Dave Bryden Ball, the quarterback. Regular backfield this time, and there's an offsides. Hollidaysburg jumped. I don't know whether it was drawn or not. Well, wait and see. Did the official signal? He did. He signaled offsides. Offsides against Hollidaysburg. That's going to move the ball 5 more yards. It's going to put it down inside the 10-yard line, but it won't be enough for a 1st down. Moves the ball down to about the 9-yard line, but it's still short, so it's a real crucial 3rd and 3 right now for the Scarlet Dragons. 3rd down and 3 to go. The ball on the 9-yard line. All right, the Scarlet Dragons can pick up this 1st down, retain possession, and possibly go in for the score. Right now it's 3rd and 3, and Bryden Ball brings them out. He looks over the defense, takes a lot of time, calls the signals. Again, a Hollidaysburg man jumps. Flags are thrown again. George Oldham through the right side of the line. He drove it down close to the 5-yard line. Again, Hollidaysburg jumped. I don't know whether they were drawn. We'll wait for the official signal on it. If Hollidaysburg jumped off sides, it'll give the Dragons a 1st down. It's offside against Hollidaysburg. Offside against Hollidaysburg. That's going to move the ball down inside the 5-yard line, and it's going to give the Scarlet Dragons a 1st and 10. All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons by virtue of the penalty. The Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers leading here in this ball game, 14-7, 6:40 left in the 2nd quarter. All right, 1st and 10 for the Dragons. 4 yards to go for a touchdown. Bryden Ball brings him out. Bryden Ball, handoff, left side of the line. George Oldham drives down close to about the 2-yard line, hit and driven back. George Oldham, the ball carrier, took it off his own left tackle and carried it down to about the 2-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and 2 yards for a touchdown. The Dragons on the move. Hollidaysburg out in front, 14-7. The clock shows a little over 6 minutes left here in the first half. An exciting football game here from Hollidaysburg tonight. All right, 2nd down and 2. Scarlet Dragon ball. Dave Breidenball brings his team out, looks over the defense. Breidenball on a quarterback sneak. He's in. He's in. Dave Breidenball makes the touchdown for the Scarlet Dragons. And again, they're back in the ball game. Dave Breidenball on the quarterback sneak, snuck off his own right guard, fell across the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown. And it's now Hollidaysburg 14, Central 13, and a big extra point coming up. Ron Holsinger into attempt a conversion for the Scarlet Dragons. The ball is down, the kick is up. It's good, and as they come back up the field, the score is 14-14. It's a new ball game, and here's Merrill.
Thank you, Denny. Say, have you ever wondered where you could find an insurance man who is not only qualified, experienced, knowledgeable, and who will be around for years to come? It may be nice to buy insurance from a friend or relative, but will they be able to give your claims the prompt service that may be needed? You can count on your insurance man if Ken Stover is your insurance man. There's a man that you can always count on. That's Ken Stover, 817 New Street in Roaring Spring. Ken handles good insurance, and he's a good man to see if you're selling or buying real estate. That's Ken Stover, Insurance and Real Estate, 817 New Street in Roaring Spring.
Okay, Merrill Eversole, it's 14-14, and it's not halftime yet. We predicted a high-scoring ball game. You're seeing it. Here's the kickoff for the Scarlet Dragons. Lansendorfer fields the ball down, reverses his field, hands off to Brown. Brown coming up across the 20-yard line, hit by Jerome Conlon over there and dropped. Let's see, the ball is on about the 23-yard line. Lansendorfer took the kickoff down close to the 10-yard line and started to run to the left side and handed off to Boring coming around from the right, and Boring brought it back to about the 22-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. Jim Rossi brings him out with 2 men set far to the right this time. Rossi fades the pass. He's being rushed. He breaks away. He throws. It's complete. He breaks away from 1 man. Boy, I'm telling you, what a pass play here on the part of the Scarlet Dragons. The guy's been hit by 4 men, but he still gets yardage, and it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. Ball up on about the 34-yard line. That was Brown, the receiver out there, broke away from about 4 Dragon tacklers and moved the ball up to the 34-yard line. So far tonight, the score is Mike Brown 14, Central 14. All right, Jim Rossi, the quarterback, brings him out, looks over the Central defense. Rossi fades the pass and then hands off on a delayed buck to Lansendorfer. Lansendorfer brings it up to the 40-yard line. He's finally hit and dropped in there by about 3 men. I see number 75, Denny, for the Scarlet Dragons. Gerald Replogo finally hits him and brings him down after a pickup in there of about 7 yards. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3 now for the Tigers. Ron Ritchie helped make that tackle. 2nd and 3 for the Golden Tigers with the ball resting on their own 40-yard line, and so far we've seen just about what we expected. Denny?
Central just made a switch on defense. They put in Bobby Wareham back where Rome was, and they moved Rome into the middle linebacker spot and put Gates on the line to get more penetration and took out Barry Shambaugh.
All right, here's Rossi, hand off, hit behind the line, drives forward, falls back across the 40-yard line. Let's see, was hitting, that's Jeremy Walters in there, Denny Collins. He playing the end position, hit him behind the line, but he still drove forward for about 2 yards. And the official is calling a timeout. I think it's going to be for a measurement. It's very close to the 1st down. Why, Denny, this is what we were talking about earlier this evening, that this Brian Gates, a 210-pound junior, and he's quick, and we've been remarking that we're going to have to get this quarterback of Hollidaysburg behind the line, and maybe this is Coach Clark's thinking to try to get Gates breaking through there.
Well, Rome definitely got beat on the last pass pattern. I mean, there's no excuse. The man just beat him one-on-one, and he just beat him. So I think they put Bobby in there for a little more speed in the secondary and move Rome up to the middle linebacker spot and then move Gates on the line, because Gates is a tremendous defensive player.
All right, Hollidaysburg did not make the 1st down, so it's a big 3rd and 1 situation now. Less than a yard to go. Less than a yard to go for Hollidaysburg. All right, Brian Gates in on the line. All right, Rossi brings his team out, calls the signals. Quarterback sneak. I think he made it. We'll wait for him to unscramble. He picks it up. Rossi picks up the 1st down. We're trying to figure out this defensive alignment here. Jeremy Walters, about, what is he, 6'4", 6'5", Denny?
He's tall.
Yeah, he's tall. He's in there playing guard. playing guard in the center of the Central defense. Brian Gates is playing tackle. All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers, and Jim Rossi brings him out, sets a man to the right. He fakes the pass. He's being rushed here. Ron Conlon knocks him back on about the 35-yard line, and it's paying off, Denny Conlon. This is the kind of thing they got to do. They got to contain him in the backfield, and your little brother went plowing through and got him that time.
Like I said to you before the game, in the Indiana scrimmage, they moved Rome to the middle linebacker spot, and he made a lot of tackles that day. He seemed to be able to get through. He's small, and if you ever seen a small middle linebacker, maybe the bigger lineman, he can sneak through him if you know what I'm talking about. And he did it that time real well. So maybe the adjustment they made will pay off for him.
Yeah, but they also put 2 big men in front of him there, in Jeremy Walters and Brian Gates. All right, it's a loss of 8 yards, and it brings up a 2nd down and 18 now for the Golden Tigers of Hollidaysburg. All right, Rossi calls the signals. He fades the pass again. He's being rushed back there. He breaks away from one man. He throws. He got a man in the open. Incomplete. In and out of his hands. That was number 16, Detweiler, the intended receiver. Almost had it. It just slipped through his hands. And it's just a long incompleted pass, and it brings up a 3rd and 18 now for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. The score 14-14 here with 2:33 left in the first half. A real bang-up ball game here tonight from Hollidaysburg. Just about what we expected. Central trying all different kinds of defenses out there to try to defense this boy Jim Rossi. He's a tremendous quarterback. He runs well and he throws well. They're trying to switch this thing around any way that they can retain him behind that line. The ball resting on about the 36-yard line, and it's 3rd and 18, and you can look for the pass this time. Rossi brings him out. Sets a split end to the right, calls the signals. He pays the pass. He's being rushed. He gets it away. It's a bomb, but it's too long. Boy, he had his defense beat. This boy was downfield, number 88 for Hollidaysburg. Got behind the secondary of the Scarlet Dragons, but the pass was just overthrown, so it went incomplete. All right, big 4th and 18. Hollidaysburg goes into punt formation. Clementines to punt. Bad snap from center. The kick is almost blocked, but did he boom one? It's down on the 20-yard line. Boston to the 10, to the 5. It's not going to go into the end zone. It's rolling dead. It's a safety. I think it's going to be a safety. We'll wait for the official signal. Marlon Zook stood there and looked at the ball, and he didn't know what to do with it. I don't know whether it went into the end zone or not. We'll wait and see what happened. All right, he didn't get in. It's not a safety. Marlins looked down the ball on the 1-yard line. Of course, he was driven back into the end zone, but the ball stayed not the 1-yard line, the 1-foot line. That ball just took a bounce. That's only about a 70-yard kick on the bounce. 64-yard kick from the line of scrimmage, and he was kicking from about 8 yards behind, so you got about a 72-yard kick. It's 1st and 10 for the Dragons from their own end zone, and there's a penalty. Hollidaysburg jumped off sides. I believe Hollidaysburg jumped off, and that might be a break for the Scarlet Dragons, because they certainly didn't have a good one the last time. The kick went over Marlon Zook's head. It was back playing the safety, and the ball, you thought it was going to bounce into the end zone, but it didn't, and Zook tried to pick it up on the 1-yard line, was driven into the end zone, but it was brought out where he originally touched the ball, put in play from the 1-foot line. Now it's up to the 5-yard line on the penalty, and it's 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons from their own 5-yard line. All right, Breidenball brings him out. Breidenball hands off. George Oldham gets the hold, breaks away from one man, brings it up over the 10, up over the 15-yard line. George Oldham brings it up probably for the 1st down. All right, Cowboy George Oldham moves it up to the 15-yard line, picks up the 1st down. A little over a minute left in the quarter, 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Breidenball hands off, right side of the line, gets a hole over there. Bobby Wareham hits forward for maybe 2 yards, hit and drove back. All right, the clock's running with 40 seconds left. 2nd and 7 for Central from their own 18-yard line. Breidenball hands off, George Oldham, left side of the line, up to the 20-yard line, hit and drop there. The clock shows 24 seconds, 28 seconds, and Central calls for a timeout, and with a timeout on the field, here's Merle.
Feather Petroleum says there's a twinge of fall in the air. Did you notice it the past few nights? Now that should tell you something about what's in store for this area. It tells us that winter is just around the corner. It told us to stock up on heating oil so that when you needed warmth and comfort in your home, we'd be able to supply it. Feather Petroleum Incorporated of Martinsburg is happy to announce that we are well stocked with the finest heating oil available in this area. Feather Petroleum says, why not give us a call today? Phone 793-2139. That's 793-2139 for delivery, and you'll keep snug and warm all winter long.
Okay, thank you, Merrill Eversole. The clock shows 28 seconds. Central has the ball On about the 22-yard line. It's 3rd down and 2. Denny Conlon, 28 seconds. What do you think?
I don't know, Denny. If I was coaching, but I'm not, and you can always second guess people, I'd sort of sit on it right now. Central was very fortunate to get the offside penalty, which they did, which put the ball out of on the 1 foot line or whatever. That's tricky territory. But I don't know if coach will come out with something fancy or not. I just commented at Central, I think they moved the ball with real consistency on the ground. They really haven't had to go to the air. You know, they scored in the air, but they marched the ball right down the field, and it was all on the ground and running play. So I don't know. Here we go, Denny.
All right, back to the live action. Breidenball calls the signals out there. Breidenball, hands off, left side of the line. Mike Moore gets away from one man, gets out in the open. Wow, he's hitting down to about the 28-yard line. If he'd have broke away from that man, he'd have been gone. All right, let's see. They call timeout, moves the ball up to about the 28-yard line, and there's a penalty on the play. We'll wait and see what the official marks it here. Let's wait and see. He's marking off 15 big ones, I think, against the Golden Tigers. He is. What is it? What was the call on that, Denny? Face mask. Face masking against Hollidaysburg. Face mask against Hollidaysburg. Let's see, 30, 35, 40, 43-yard line. All right, 22 seconds shown in the first half. Scarlet Dragons on the move. They have the ball on the 43-yard line. They're on 43-yard line, and the clock shows less than 20 seconds. Scarlet Dragons probably have time for one more play. Breidenball brings them out on the big 1st and 10. We'll see whether they just retain the ball or throw it. Breidenball, he's going to throw. He throws a screen pass to Bobby Wareham around the right side. Bobby Wareham brings it across midfield. He's hit and dropped over there, and here goes that gun. Bang, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of a tremendous first half. Wait a minute, there's a penalty on the field. We had this at the first quarter. There's a penalty again on the field. We might have another play. This is what happened at the end of the first quarter. It couldn't end because of a penalty. And now we have it again here at the end of the half. No, there was a timeout by Central. Denny?
Central called a timeout before the gun went off. The announcer said apparently it was called.
All right, the gun had been shot up here in the press box. Of course, the Hollidaysburg fans are a little unhappy, but the official took it on the field, and of course the clock operator can't always see it that quick. The official signals that Central had called timeout with 1 second left in the first half, so I guess they're going to get another crack at it, and I'm satisfied they're going to throw one. I don't know where it's going to go, but they're going to throw one. All right, here they come. Central brings them out. Hey, here's one of these Dragon specials. They got about 4 men set to the far right of the field. Breidenball in the shotgun. Breidenball is going to run. Wareham, Bobby Wareham, but that's it. That's it. He only just got it back across the 45-yard line. They was going to try to go for the big play. It might have gone, but it didn't. They're both running off the field. The score is 14-14 here at halftime, Denny Conlon. Let's talk about this first half.
First of all, that last play they ran that very effectively against Chief Logan last year. They come out in a dragon special to the right, and then they trap back on the weak side. And Bobby's got a lot of speed, and if he gets through that trap hole, I mean, he's a good boy, and he can break him. That time the Hollidaysburg linebacker reacted real well and made the tackle. But like I said, I'm optimistic at halftime because we can move the ball on the ground, Denny. They beat us on the long pass, and they moved the ball fairly well too. But we made the adjustment on defense, and it looked pretty good toward the end of the first half. And like I said, Hollidaysburg's going to have to make some adjustment. That's what halftimes are for. That's when the good coaches, I think, outshine the other coaches. The one who can make the better adjustments. And Hollidaysburg's going to have to stop our running game, but we're going to have to stop the passing game too. Okay, it's 14-14 here at halftime, so we're going to start the second game pretty soon. Denny Conlon, I know you're leaving. Get back ready for the second half. Okay, Merle, give us a commercial, and then we're going to get the Scarlet Dragon Band, and we're going to try to get an interview here later.
Dog and Suds Drive-In, Route 36, Roaring Spring, is a booster of the Central High Scarlet Dragons. This friendly reminder, after the game, stop at Dog and Suds and try a delicious, tasty coney dog with French fries, a creamy root beer. You light up with joy. Mmm, so good. Try Dog and Suds delicious crisp chicken or shrimp. So bring the kids along, enjoy wholesome food at Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant in Roaring Spring, another fine community-minded business. So after the game, or just any time, for a quick snack, stop at Dog and Suds.
Thank you, Merle Eversole. Now taking the field is the Scarlet Dragon Marching Band. One of the best bands in this end of the state, under the direction of Jack Schaefer. We're going to listen to him for a few minutes, and then we're going to come back with a surprise guest here at halftime. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to give you as much band as we want to because we have a limited airtime, kind of Penn State following this game, but stay with us. Let's listen to the Scarlet Dragon Marching Band. All right, here's the Dragon Band. Let's see, they're going into a different formation. Featured 12th is Jamie Mills. Drum major is Paul Hammaker. Band leader Jack Schaefer.
Calling it up.
Jamie Mills now up with a flaming baton. Two of them. Nice hand from the hollidaysburg crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to end the band right now because we're limited for our halftime, and we do want to get an interview or so on. Hey, I got to turn her back on that, ladies and gentlemen. That's Dixie. I'm an old Florida boy. That's Central Scarlet Dragon Band. And my family's listening. Stand at attention. You can hear the hollidaysburg crowd in the background. A standing ovation for the Scarlet Dragon Band. A beautiful sight here tonight.
How about rushing karate?
I got 37. Russian.
What a beautiful sight. What a beautiful sight. The Scarlet Dragon Marching Band. They certainly are champs. We love you, Central Scarlet Dragon Band. You look great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Central Band leaving the field. We're talking to Frank Polita, the sports writer for the Altoona Mirror. Frank, we finally get you on a couple games every year, and of course, last year I was real optimistic, and I think the last 2 years I said, look out, Hollidaysburg's going to get it this year. This year I ain't opening my mouth. What a ball game out here tonight.
Oh, it's a real good game. I think Central is. I expected Central to be able to hold Hollidaysburg more than he did the first half, but I expected a good battle between the quarterbacks, Rosseye and Breidenball, and Rosseye's thrown 2 touchdown passes. Breidenball's thrown 1, so it's shaping up the quarterback's game right now.
Well, there's no question about it. This Jim Rosseye is tremendous. This guy is not that Dave Breidenball. I think it's probably every bit as good. I think we're probably seeing here tonight 2 of the best quarterbacks in this part of the state anyway. The intricate defense of Harry Clark, works a little bit different than what Joe Gallagher runs, with the Golden Daggers. But this Rosseye can fake this thing. He gives him a hip, he takes it away, and brother, he's going. Now, I didn't know whether you noticed out there or not. I was completely baffled here when Coach Harry Clark changed his defensive formation. He put a 6'5" end in to play guard. He moved Brian Gates, a 210-pound junior linebacker, up to tackle, and then moved Jerome Conlon, about a 170-pound junior defensive safety man up to the monster position, linebacker, and it seems to be paying off. I think they're going to have to get Rossi in the backfield if they're going to stop it.
Coach Clark, I read a story earlier this week, and he emphasized that he was going to have to contain the Hollidaysburg quarterback. And I think he's trying to put a rush on so he can do this. Because Rossi gets a little bit of time, he can hurt you, and this is shown in the first half. But I think he's shaping up his defense so he can get Rossi in the backfield before he can get started.
Well, this is what they've been doing. You know, 2 years ago we had Paul Roach and Jack Monk busting the Hollidaysburg quarterback, and then last year was Jack Monk and Jim Lewis. This year we're just starting to develop another Jack Monk. We haven't got one yet. We have several out there. We have Gerald Riplogle and of course Barry Shambaugh and several boys. Ronnie Ritchie, a sophomore, there, number 75 in the middle of the line. He's just a sophomore, and he's been looking real good. But we don't have the big charge yet. I hope we get it.
If Central puts it all together, they could really be tough because they have a big line there on defense. And Breidenball, quarterback, I guess Harry thinks a lot of the boy. He can just about do everything. I know he sets up the team very well, and Central could be a problem. I know Hollidaysburg has a rough time with him right now.
Frank, you got some statistics here. How did it look so far? I was curious.
Well, in the passing department first quarter, Rossi went 5 for 9 for 109 yards, had 2 touchdown passes. Brown caught 3 of those passes for a...
Turning the page here. Well, at least we know he got 2 touchdowns.
Three catches for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Breidenball now went 4 for 8 in the first half for 51 yards, and he threw an 8-yard touchdown pass to Greg Imes. Penalties seemed to hurt Hollidaysburg in key situations there in the first half. They were offside, and this helps Central. Of course, the block punt really helped them in the first quarter. I look for a real good second half.
You know, talking about these penalties, you know, I think Central forced these penalties because they come out on a go-go, you know, and they generally go on the second go. And I think what they've been doing, I think they drove Hollidaysburg off by coming out and going on the first go. And the brother had came through when they needed it on the 1-foot line. I couldn't quite figure out what was going on down there.
The ball looked mighty close to the end zone there. In fact, it looked like it was almost in, and it paid off for the big rush. They're going to have to rush to keep Rossi, and this is what they seem to be doing. They're going to have to rush.
You know, that kick that Hollidaysburg kicked that ended up on the 1-foot line, I was trying to roughly calculate. I know from the line of scrimmage, but where you're standing, I think it's about 72 or 73
I
yards.
thought it was about 64 from the line, but then you figure how far back he was. You know, the funny thing, after they blocked the first one, this one was a low snap again. He still got it off.
And they almost had it.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Central would have been in good field position there, but they seem to have been moving after that first series. They seem to be moving the ball.
Yeah, they was moving it good on the ground, but I still think I predicted both teams would throw the ball 30 times tonight. But you mentioned
you're going to be close.
You mentioned to me at the end of the first quarter that Central only had the ball 8 plays.
Central only ran 8 plays from scrimmage in the first quarter. Hollidaysburg dominated the first quarter. Yeah, Hollidaysburg dominated the first quarter. Central only ran 8 plays from scrimmage. Now, I don't know, Central ran a good many, but then they put a pretty good drive together in their second quarter when they scored 880 yards.
All right, let me ask you one thing, Frank. I realize you're just on the sports staff in there, and of course we like your sports staff and appreciate all the good publicity you give us. Last year it was Jack Mock. You know what I mean? Looking for a big 33 nomination. I think maybe we got 2 of them here tonight. I think we got 2 quarterbacks. What do you think?
I think both boys are good. You can nominate the big 33, then the panel decides, but we'll just have to go on and see what happens. But I suppose both boys are capable of making it. But when you look across the state, though, you have so many good boys that are good quarterbacks. But both of these boys here tonight are both good quarterbacks. I think the best, thing that sticks out about the 2 boys is they're both good leaders. They get behind there, they call the signals, they call the plays, and they bring their club up for down the field. They're both good leaders, and I think both boys probably be nominated before the season, and who knows, depending on the season, maybe one of them could make it. They're both good boys.
Well, Frank, get your sports staff behind both of them. I think they're both deserving.
They are.
Frank, I enjoyed talking to you. Frank played at the Altoona Mirror. Before we leave, one question. You're not crazy enough to predict the outcome of this, are you?
I sure am. I'm sure not going to predict it. I don't know. I still think Breidenball or Rossi is going to throw a pass and decide this game for a nice over. But either way, this crowd here tonight's seen a heck of a ball game.
Yes, they are. Okay, Frank played out. Turn him here. Enjoyed talking to you, Frank. Come see us again. All right, we're getting ready to start the second half, but we're going to have Merle do a commercial and then go for Coke. Merle?
The average person doesn't have the slightest idea what ingredients go into that prescription he's taking. Because his trusted doctor gives it to him, he takes it with confidence that it will cure the ailment it was meant for. Well, at Varner Pharmacy in Roaring Spring, you can have the same confidence. When you take a prescription to Varner's, you know it will be filled precisely to your doctor's prescription. You never get substitutes, never inferior ingredients. Next time you have a prescription to be filled, take it to Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're all set for the opening kickoff of the second half. All tied up here, 14-14. Mike Brown, he does everything for the Golden Tigers. Will be kicking off for Hollidaysburg. Back to receive for the Scarlet Dragons, Rome Carlin and Marlon Zook. There's the whistle. Brown approaches the ball. It's a good kick going down about the 15-yard line. Zook picks it up, drops it, falls on it. Marlon Zook tried to catch it on the run, but it slipped through his fingers, and he's hit and brought down on about the 26-yard line. Make it 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons from their own 26-yard line. All right, Dave Breidenball brings him out, 1st and 10. Breidenball, hands off, left side of the line. George Oldham gets back across the line of scrimmage and moves it up to about the 28-yard line. He's hit and brought down closer to the 29-yard line. It's going to be about a 4-yard pickup, make it a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 for the Scarlet Dragons. What a first half we've had here. Denny Collin, what do you think?
I don't know. It's anybody's ball game. It's just a new game, Danny.
It's a new one. There's no question about it. The Dragons are moving the ball well at the end of the first half. Let's see if they can keep her going. All right, they send 3 men out to the left this time. Breidenball. Handoff. Bobby Wareham, right side of the line, gets up across the 30, up across the 35, and falls forward to about the 37. It's a 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. Denny, what was that formation?
Well, Central's been going strong to one side and then trapping back to the weak side, and they've done it effectively. Hollidaysburg's not overshifting, because if they don't move the linebackers over, they're going to get hurt there. But this series of plays, Central ran extremely well last year against Chief, where they'd give them strong formations to one side and then come back to the weak side with the lone back.
All right, they move the ball up to about the 37-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, Breidenball brings them out in his regular T-formation defense this time. Breidenball, handoff through the center line. Mike Mock gets it up across the 40, up to about the 44-yard line. Denny Collin, they're running good on the ground now. They're moving the ball.
We have a holding penalty against Central.
Holding penalty against Central. Yes, it's going to be 15 big ones. That's going to start it all over. Holding penalty against the Scarlet Dragons. They're talking now to Jim Rossi, the captain for Hollidaysburg, but ball was moved to the 44, but they'll start back at the line of scrimmage, which was I think the 37. So that'll take it back to about the 22-yard line if Hollidaysburg accepts the penalty. Let's see what the official's going to do with it. He's walking it back to the 26-yard line. Move it back to the 26. Holding against the Scarlet Dragons. 15-yard penalty moves it back to the 26-yard line, and the Dragons start over. 1st and 25 from their own 26-yard line. All right, Breidenball passes across the middle of the line, in and out of his hands. It's rolled incomplete. The intended receiver out there, Denny.
Well, that was Greg Guns, and what they were going to do on that play was going to lateral the ball back to Bobby Wareham. They showed him a strong formation here to the left side, hit the weak side end on a down and out, and had the lone back going up behind for the pitch out. But Greg couldn't hold on to the ball, it might have went.
He almost held it, bubbled in and out about 4 times. I think maybe Denny might have been trying to lateral before he caught it.
No, I don't think. He just didn't get it then. He was a little in front of him, I believe.
Okay, it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 25 now for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, Dave Breidenball breaks a huddle with him now and brings him up to the line. Score all tied up here, 14-14. All right, Breidenball fades the pass. He throws across the middle. I'm not going to say it, but I think that might have been a close one there. Greg Imes came across the middle of the line and had the ball in and out of his hands, but the man was hanging on his back. I guess, Denny, I don't know. I thought maybe it might be interference.
It's a close play.
It was a close one. It's real close. Greg couldn't quite hold on to it. Both guys had the right to go for the ball, and they were after it, and he couldn't hold it, so it brings up a big 3rd and 25 now. So I think we can look for Dave Breidenball to throw the long ball. Okay, Breidenball in a shotgun formation. Quick kick! Dave Breidenball, quick kick! Hits down on the 40-yard line of Hollidaysburg, and it's being downed over there right away. A quick kick. Dave Breidenball went into the shotgun formation and quick kicked the ball on third down, trying to get Hollidaysburg back in a hole. He got a good kick. It went down to the Hollidaysburg 40-yard line, and the Golden Tigers take over there, 1st and 10. Okay, Jim Rossi brings him out, 1st and 10, hands off through the center of the line. Drives forward in there to about the 44-yard line. Hit and brought down over there by number 19. That's Rom Collin, playing that middle linebacker position. Ball right, let's call it the 45-yard line, the 5-yard pickup, and make it 2nd down and 5 now for the Golden Tigers. Okay, Jim Rossi brings him up. Ball resting on the 45, 2nd down and 5 now for Hollidaysburg. Rossi, a mix-up in the backfield. He pays the pass. He's being rushed. He throws a jump pass complete to Mike Brown, and he's going to go. He might go all the way. He's being chased down on about the 10-yard line. Mike Brown carries the ball down to the 10-yard line. He's hit and driven out of bounds over there by 73, Orville Shin, Denny. Beautiful pass. This guy, Rossi, ran all the way over, almost out of bounds to the right side of the field, had 3 Scarlet Dragons after him, jumped about 4 foot in the air, threw the ball across the middle to Mike Brown, who already scored 2 touchdowns, and he carried her down to the 10-yard line, and almost, not the 10, I'm trying to see the yard marker, it's about the 12 or 13-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. All right, Rossi brings him out. He fades the pass again. He's being rushed. He's hit behind the line, and he's dropped. Dropped in there by number 85 for Central. Jeremy Walters, big, tall Jeremy, went busting through there and just caught Rossi by a shoulder pad, slung him to the ground back on about the, I'd say make it the 17-yard line, and it's about a 5-yard loss. It brings up a 2nd down and 15 now for the Golden Tigers. All right, Rossi brings him out, calls the signals. He fades the pass. He's being rushed. He's going to run. He throws. Incomplete. He had a man down there, but it was incomplete. Orville Sheehan covered him very quickly. This Rossi on this option play runs to the right side. He can run that ball or throw that ball. Now, Central's getting good pursuit. They're getting real good pursuit, Denny Collin, but that boy can just run the ball.
Well, I tell you, Denny, what they're not doing, they're not containing. With a quarterback like this, you rush outside in. And if you can keep him in the pocket, he can't run around, his receivers can't break, and he can't spot him. And Central hasn't been getting the outside-in rush. They're getting the inside out, and they're just forcing him out of the pocket, and he runs and throws. There's no one coming up from the outside.
I don't think he hasn't really even tried to stay in the pocket, though, Denny, has he? He seems to be running and throwing at the same time.
He has to run because the guys in the middle are the ones coming through putting on pressure.
All right, they're back to play, 3rd and 15. Rossi running to his left this time. Being chased over there. He's going to run the ball. He's hit. Got it back. Nevin Gokenhard knocks him out over there on about the, he got down across the 20 to 15. We'll wait and see where they on power over there. About the 15-yard line. So the Scarlet Dragon defense is dug in here now. It's going to bring up a big 4th down play. And I would say about 4th and 12. 4th and 12. Okay, let's see what they call now. He'll probably try to throw it again. It's a 4th and 12 for the Hollidaysburg Golden Tigers. All right, Rossi brings him out. He sets the man both to the right and the left this time. Looks over the defense. Central digs in. Rossi fades the pass. Throws long. Got a man down there. Intercepted. Intercepted by Central. And Orville Sheehan tried to cut back. Fell at about the 18-yard line. If he could have got by one man, he might have gone all the way. And now I'm glad to see that Central secondary tighten up. Orville Sheehan intercepted that pass and gives Central the ball. Denny, they're tightening up out there.
Real fine play by Orville. I think the pass might have been a little underthrown. The pass was a little off the mark, but Orville made a real good play.
Okay, the ball on about the 18-yard line now. Central takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 18. All right, Breidenball brings him out, sets 2 men to the right. Breidenball, pitch back, Bobby Wareham hit behind the line of scrimmage and dumped. Thrown for about a 5-6-yard loss. Bobby Wareham had a good man busting through there from Hollidaysburg, and he dumped Bobby back in his own backfield. Bobby had 2 blockers in front of him. He might have gone, but he's got a loss of about 4 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 14. All All right, big 2nd and 14 now. Breidenball brings him out. Sets 3 men this time to the left. Breidenball throws. Got a man open, overthrown. Mike Malk and Nevin Gokenaar broke out to the left side of the field. The pass just a little bit overthrown, so it's incomplete. It brings up a 3rd now and 14 for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, 3rd and 14. Breidenball sets a flanker to the right. He fades the pass. He looks. He throws long. It's overthrown. Oh, he might have had it, but he slipped and fell. The pass was intended for Mike Malk down the right sideline, and I thought it was overthrown, but Mike's pretty fast. He almost got under it, but just at the last minute, he slipped and fell over there. It was a close one.
The ball was thrown a little behind him. Then he had to look over the other shoulder, and that's when he slipped. The ball wasn't on target.
Okay, it's a big 4th down now for the Scarlet Dragons. Ball resting back on about the 14-yard line, and Ron Holsinger goes back in punt formation. Hollidaysburg sends 2 men deep. All right, Holsinger, low pass from center, gets a kick away. Kick comes down, hits on about the 35, picked up there, and bang, he's hit right away. Brown took the punt for Hollidaysburg, and he was hit right away on the 40-yard line by senior end Mark Steele. Mark Steele comes upfield for the Scarlet Dragons and dumps him, so it's 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg now on the central 40-yard line. Jim Rosseye brings him out. Sets a split end to the right this time. Looks over the defense, calls the signals. He fades the pass. He's being rushed. He's hit behind the line, spins away from 1 man. He's running. He gets away and brings it up across the line of scrimmage. Thrown out of bounds down on about the 36-yard line. All right, Rosseye took that ball and faded back deep in his own backfield, and Ronnie Ritchie, the sophomore guard, came busting through, and he had a hold of him, but he spun away. Lee Yurdy had a shot at him, but he picked up about 4 yards, and it's a 2nd down and 6 now. Ball on about the 36. All right, Rosseye, delayed buck right up the middle, and brother, he made the 1st down. He's across the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. Rossi fade the pass. The Scarlet Dragons were charging, and he handed off to Lansendorfer going right up the middle. He moved the ball down to the 27-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg. All right, 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. All right, Rosseye, handoff, hit right away. Line of scrimmage, I see Mike Malk in there, and Ron Ritchie. Ron Ritchie and Mike Malk throws him back to about the 30-yard line, make it a loss of about 3, and bring up a 2nd down and 13 now for the Golden Tigers. All right, 2nd down and 13. Rossi sends a man in motion to the right. He hands off, middle of the line. Bang, he goes nowhere. Might have picked up a yard or 2. Jeremy Walters in there. Rome Conlon, Brian Gates. Pick-up of about 2 yards brings it back to the 28-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. The central defense digging in now. 3rd and 11 for the Golden Tigers. Ball resting on the central 28-yard line. Rosseye brings them out, up over the ball. Sends a flanker to the left this time. Rosseye calls the signals. He fades the pass. He throws long. He's got a man open. Overthrown. Incomplete. He had a man open down there. The man got a little bit behind the defender down there, and if it would have been a good pass, they might have been in. As it is, it's just a long, incompleted pass, and the Dragons have held for 3 downs, and it's going to bring up a 4th down 11. All right, Hollidaysburg's going to go for it. It's 4th and 11 on the central 28. Rosseye, the quarterback, offsides all over the place. Rosseye hit. The whistle was blown, though. It'd be no play. I don't know whether Central jumped or Hollidaysburg drone. We'll wait and see here. Both teams jumped. I don't know who drew who. Wait and see what the official marks it. Okay, it was Hollidaysburg offsides. It was a 5-yard penalty. No play on that, so they go into kick formation now. Hollidaysburg, man standing back about midfield, fumbles the ball, gets a kick away. All right, the ball hits down. It's going into the end zone this time, and it'll come out to the 20. The Scarlet Dragons will put it in play now on the 20-yard line. It'll bring up a 1st and 10. On that last play before the kick, the officials blew the whistle actually before the play started, so otherwise Central naturally would have taken the play since they had thrown Rossi for a loss, but since the whistle was blown before the play, why, it has to be repeated. And he kicked the ball into the end zone, and Central starts now at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. All right, Breidenball brings him out now. Breidenball, hands off, right side of the line, fumble. We'll wait and see who recovered. A mix-up on the handoff, and the ball was fumbled in there, but I think a Central man fell on it. He did. George Oldham, ball handled off to George. He couldn't get it by the handles, but he fell on it right away. No gain on the play. As a matter of fact, he lost about a yard, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down 11. All right, Bryden Bull brings him out now on the 2nd 11 from the 19. He calls the signals. Bryden Bull hands off. The whistle's blowing. Whistle's blowing again. Another offside play. I think Dave Bryden Bull, Denny, is going from the long count out there and then switching to the short count. I think it's drawing the Hollidaysburg boys offsides.
Oh, he definitely is. Central's offense goes on goes. Quarterback in the huddle will say on the first go, the second go, or the third go. And tell you, usually Central will go on the first go, and then you come out, go on a second go or go on a third go, and the defense get used to the cadence and they jump. But like a good football team, like Hollidaysburg's got a good team. I'm not saying they're not a good team, but to discipline your linemen not to jump, but to watch the ball snap.
All right, that's 5 yards marked off against Hollidaysburg. Brings up a 2nd and 5 now. All right, Bryden Bull hands off left side of the line. George Holden spins across the 25 and up to about the 29. Very close, but I don't think he got the first down. We'll wait and see what the official marks it. He had to go to the 30s to the 29. He's a yard short, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and a long 1 yard. All right, 3rd and 1 now for the Scarlet Dragons. Bryden Bull brings him out, calls the signals. Bryden Bull hands off. George Oldham, right side line. He's got the first down. He drives up to about the 33, 34-yard line where he's hit and brought down. It's 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. George Oldham running real good tonight, Denny.
Yeah, he's best game and best he's looked in any of the scrimmages, I think, is the way he's looking tonight, Denny.
He's looking good going on these off-tackle plays. All right, the official calls a timeout on the field, and with a timeout, here's Merle. Merle, that's our first one this half.
Ah, that wonderful fall air, and the time for all outdoorsmen to take to the woods, and for all ages to take strolls through their favorite mountains and woodlands. If you've ever had the desire to own a place of your own in some secluded spot away from the humdrum of city life, Kenneth C. Stover Insurance and Real Estate Office in Roaring Spring now has available seasonal dwellings, and heading that list are a few choice hunting camps. If you're in the market to buy, or if you want to sell real estate, whether it's farm, business, or home, make it a point to see Kenneth C. Stover in Roaring Spring.
Okay, Scarlet Dragons out. 1st and 10. Bryden Bull handoff back to his left side. Rome Conlon brings it up to the 40-yard line. Kept driving, hit several times, but he kept driving and brought the ball up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup in there for the Scarlet Dragons. About a 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4 now for Central on their own 40-yard line. Okay, Bryden Bull brings him up now on a big 2nd down and 4. He calls the signals. Bryden Bull hands off. Mike Mark, big hole, gets through the line. He breaks away. He's down across the 50, down to the 40, down to the 35, down to about the 32-yard line, and he's hit and brought down. Mike Mark on a good gainer. He almost broke away. Central on the move. It's 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. The ball resting on the 34-yard line of Hollidaysburg. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. Bryden Bull calls the signals. He hands off. Mike Mark hit right at the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for about a yard or 2. They got a 1 or 2 yard pickup. I'd say about a 2-yard pickup for Mike Mark through the right side of the line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Scarlet Dragons, and there's the gun ending the 3rd quarter. The score here at Hollidaysburg is still tied. Central 14, Hollidaysburg 14, and here's Merle Eversole.
Feather service will tickle you. Yes, Feather Petroleum in Martinsburg has that great Phillips 66 heating oil, Phil Heat, backed with all Feather's dependable conveniences. Automatic delivery that gives you an ever-ready fuel supply, radio-controlled trucks, 24-hour oil burner service, and a budget system with discount plan. Come on, be tickled pink and warm with Feather Petroleum Never Sleeping Service. Call 793-2139. That's 793-2139 for delivery, and you'll keep snug and warm all winter long.
Thank you, Merle. Danny Conlon, we got 12 minutes of playing time left. I think anything can happen. I would bet the long bomb is going to win this game.
I don't know, Dan. The long bomb comes now is because Central can move the ball on the ground. They've moved the ball well on the ground, and they have a nice drive going. Let's hope they can keep it going.
All right, she's on the 33-yard line. It's make that last gain, a pick up of 1 yard. It's a 2nd down and 9 for the Dragons. Bryden Bull throws back. Bobby Wareham, left side of the line, gets across the 35, down across the 30-yard line, hit and thrown out of bounds on the far side of the field. We'll wait for the official to mark it. Bobby Wareham drives the ball down to about the 27-yard line. There's a Hollidaysburg player down on the far side. I think it's their quarterback, Jim Rossi. We can't get his now. I think it's Rossi. It is Rossi. It's Rossi down on the far side of the field. So with a timeout, Merle, give us a brief word.
Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant, Route 36, Roaring Spring, has the finest food in town. Now stop for just a minute and listen to this. Picture a thick, creamy shake or crisp golden chicken topped off with fries, coleslaw, and a beverage. Sound good? Well, it is good. Stop real soon for the wholesomest food in town. It's Dog and Suds Drive-In, and remember, there's no need to get out of your car. Fast, friendly service, and the best food in town. Dog and Suds, the home of Rover and the world's creamiest root beer. Stop soon at Dog and Suds of Roaring Spring.
Thank you, Merle. That clapping you hear is for Jim Rossi. He was a bit shaken up, but he's walking off the field, and he looks all right. He'll be back, I'm sure. Jimmy Rossi hurt, but not too bad. I think he's going to be okay. So time back in. All right, Central brings him out with a big 3rd and 1 from the 27-yard line now. Breidenball calls the signals. Long count. Breidenball hands off. Mike Mark to the right side of the line. Down across the 25. He's got the first down. That was Bobby Wareham. Make that Bobby Wareham the ball carrier. 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. The ball down on the 24-yard line. Okay, 1st and 10. Breidenball, pitch back. Bobby Wareham on the left side. He gets yard, gets down across the 25, down close to the 20-yard line. Thrown out of bounds over there. Pickup of about 2 yards. Move the ball down to about the 21-yard line now. Bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Scarlet Dragons. The Dragons moving the ball well on the ground. All right, Breidenball takes a handoff. Hands off George Oldham across the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. Power play right off the right side. George Oldham drives for about 3 yards. Move the ball down to about the 17-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down and 5 now for the Dragons. All right, 3rd and 4. Breidenball calls the signals. Handoff. Mike Mark gets a big hole. Gets through the left side of the line. Breaks away from one man. He's down. Is he going to go in? He's into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Scarlet. The end zone for the Scarlet Dragons, and they go out in front for the first time in this ball game, 20-14. All right, Ron Holsinger into attempt a conversion. Ricky Younks will hold. It's down. The kick is up. It's good, and they come back up the field. The Scarlet Dragons out in front for the first time by a score of 21-14. And here's Merle.
Thank you, Denny. It used to be that all a drugstore sold was drugs, period. But times have changed, and nowadays it's almost impossible to enumerate the many products available and the services offered by Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring. However, Varner's Pharmacy knows that your health still comes first, and so the most important service is the compounding and dispensing of accurate prescriptions. When your doctor gives you a prescription, take it to the experts at Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring. Also, when you want good photo service or something for the home medicine cabinet, some cosmetics or a greeting card, the name to remember is Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring.
Okay, Merle, Central about to kick off. Central scoring now 21-14 out in front. Ron Holsinger approaches the ball, 3 men deep for Hollidaysburg. A short kick, low, bounced around down there, picked up. Mike Brown comes up the middle, gets a block, brings the ball up to about the 36-yard line, hit and brought down there. Bork, he'd have gone all the way. Ron Holsinger, the kicker, made the tackle. So Hollidaysburg takes over 1st and 10 on their own 36. Central out in front for the first time, 21-14, but don't count this game out yet. The scoreboard clock shows 10.5 minutes, and Rossi can throw that bomb and anything can happen. All right, Rossi brings his team up, sets a man strong to the right, handoff, hit, bang, Mike Mark. There's about 3 of them in there. We'll try to unscramble him. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Brian Gates hit him low. Mike Mark in there. Jeremy Walters in there. About 3 Central men. He didn't make a yard. As a matter of fact, he might have lost the half. The Central defense tightening up now. They got a lead, 21-14. 2nd down and about 11 now for the Golden Tigers. All right, Hollidaysburg brings them out. Sets the split end to the right. Rossi takes the snap, pays the pass, sweeps the right end, throws, downfield, complete, Mike Brown, he's going to go, it's going to be a touchdown for Hollidaysburg. Mike Mark brings him down, saved the touchdown. Mike Mark caught him down on about the 10-yard line, inside the 10. It's 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg. Rossi faked the run to the right and threw the pass, and he was gone all the way, but Mike Mark, the speedy youngster, caught him from behind and pulled him down about the 10-yard line. 15-yard line. Mike Brown, the receiver. All right, Rossi, handoff, left side. He gets away from one man. He's going to go. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hollidaysburg. makes it 21-20 now. 21-20, Central out in front. All right, it's 21-20 now. Will Hollidaysburg go for two? They're back in a huddle. Let's see what they do. Dragons out in front, 21-20. All right, Hollidaysburg lined up. Let's see. They're lined up to attempt the extra point. It might be a fake. I think they're going to go for two. We'll wait and see. All right, it's a direct snap. It's a fake. He throws. Complete. 2 points. 2 points. Hollidaysburg goes out in front, 22-21. Hollidaysburg faked the extra point. The ball over the middle, and they go out in front, 22-21. And with a timeout, here's Merle.
Have you ever wondered where you could find an insurance man who is not only qualified, experienced, knowledgeable, and who will be around for years to come? It may be nice to buy insurance from a friend or relative, but will they be able to give your claims the prompt service that may be needed? You can count on your insurance man if your insurance man is Ken Stover. Kenneth Stover, 817 New Street, Roaring Spring. Ken handles not only good insurance, but he's a good real estate man too. So if you're interested in buying or selling real estate, call on Ken Stover, 817 New Street, Roaring Spring.
All right, we called it, and they did it. They went back and attempted the extra point, but it was a direct snap to the kicker, and he dumped the ball right over the middle. It was covered, but there was plenty of blockers there, and he stepped into the end zone, and they got the 2 points. It's 22-21. Hollidaysburg kicks off. It's a good kick going downfield. Bounce down there, picked up. Ron Carlin gets a block. Brings it. He's still going. Got across the 35 and close to the 40-yard line. This game's not over. Stay with us. This game's not over yet. It's 22-21, but there's 9 minutes left here in the final quarter. Central takes the ball and puts it in play now on about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons. Okay, Breidenball brings them out now. 1st and 10. Breidenball, pitch back. Bobby Wareham around the left side. He brings it across the 40-yard line into about the 41, hit and driven out of bounds over there on about the 41. About a 3-4-yard pickup for Bobby Wareham. All right, 2nd down and 6 now for the Dragons. Breidenball, hands off. Mike Mock to the left side, hit right at the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain. No gain on the play. Mike Mock, the ball carrier, is going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll know it before we give it to you, but the announcement was just made here that Chambersburg knocked off Altoona 26-0. All right, it's a big 3rd and 6 now. Big 3rd and 6 for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, Breidenball, back to pass, got a man long, he throws, incomplete, just overthrown, just a little bit overthrown. Greg Hines, the intended receiver, just couldn't quite get it. If he would, he'd have been gone, but it's just a long, incompleted pass. Okay, Central forced the kick on 4th down now. Ron Holsinger to kick, a high snap, almost blocked, but he gets it away. Bounces down on about the 25-yard line, rolling down inside the 20, rolling dead down on about the 15-yard line. A good kick for Central, so the Scarlet Dragons put it in play there. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers of Hollidaysburg. Denny Conlon, we got less than 8 minutes, and Hollidaysburg's got the ball.
Got a real good game on our hands, Danny. Hollidaysburg down 21-14, took about 3 or 4 plays, and they scored. The pass play that put the ball down, Rossi to Brown, was an well-executed play, and the 2-point conversion was really good. Central would have had the flats covered, but they threw the pass right up the middle where everyone had charged, and it really worked well. Okay, Rossi brings him out, puts the ball in play now. It's 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg. He hands off, and he's thrown behind the line. Nevin Gokenauer, Brian Gates in there, brings him down, a loss on the play. All right, it's a 2-yard loss on the play. The ball back on about the 12-yard line now. 2nd down and 12 for Hollidaysburg. Rossi, hands off, comes up across the right side of the line. He doesn't get too much. Lansendorf for the ball carrier. Might have got a couple yards on the play. Hit and dropped over there by the left side of the Scarlet Dragon line. A pickup, maybe of a yard on the play. All right, a big 3rd down play now for Central. They've got the hold on this play. It's 3rd and 11. All right, Rossi pitches back. Lansendorfer, the left side. Brings it up across the 15. He's hit and brought down. He did not get the 1st down.
He brings it back. We can't see the yard markers. It's across the 15-yard line. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, up to about the 16, 17-yard line. So this puts Hollidaysburg into a punting situation now. Central's got to get that ball back. The clock shows 5.5 minutes left here in the ball game. Hollidaysburg leading Central by a score of 22-21. All right, Hollidaysburg comes out in punt formation. Central drops Marlon Zook. And who's back there with him? Denny? Ricky Yonk's back. All right, the snap from center. He gets the kick away. All right, Marlon Zook peels the ball, fumbles the ball, hands off. Ricky Yonk's hit, brought down at about midfield. Or make it to 45. He carried it into Hollidaysburg territory, and the Dragons take over now, 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line of Hollidaysburg. All right, it's 1st and 10 for Central. The clock shows 5 minutes. Central must move the ball now or time will run out. Breidenball brings him out, hands off. George Oldham hit behind the line of scrimmage and dumped. Dumped for about a 3-yard loss. Hand off to George Oldham. Hollidaysburg diagnosed to play well and dumped him back on about the 47-yard line, make it a loss of 2 and bring up a 2nd down and 12. Central must keep the ball moving. They got to get the first down and they got to keep going, either that or throw the long bomb, because the clock is running now 4.5 minutes. Central back in the huddle. All right, Breidenball brings him out, taking a lot of time. Lines up, too much time. They were taking a lot of time back there, and the official called it 5 yards being walked off against the Dragons. Delay a game called against the Dragons. All right, it's a 2nd down and 18 for the Scarlet Dragons. 4 minutes and the clock running. Breidenball fades to pass, throws. Incomplete. Had a man open out here, but it was deflected by a Hollidaysburg man. Knocked away, or we might have scored, but it's just another incompleted pass. And we got a 3rd and 18, and brother, we're in trouble. We are in trouble right now. We've got to unload if we ever did. Clock shows less than 4 minutes, and Central takes a timeout. And with a timeout, here's Merle.
Feather Petroleum says there's a twinge of fall in the air. Did you notice it the past few nights? Now that should tell you something about what's in store for this area. It tells us that winter is just around the corner. It told us to stock up on heating oil so that when you needed warmth and comfort in your home, we'd be able to supply it. Feather Petroleum Incorporated of Martinsburg is happy to announce that we are well stocked with the finest heating oil available in this area. Feather Petroleum says, why not give us a call today? Phone 793-2139. That's 793-2139 for delivery, and you'll keep snug and warm all winter long.
All right, here you have it. It's 3rd and 18. The ball on the 46-yard line of the Scarlet Dragons. This has got to be the biggest play of the game. Central must make the first down. Breidenball fades the pass. He's hit just as he throws. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. Incomplete. This forces Central into a punting situation with the clock stopped with 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't know what they're going to do now. It's a definite punting situation, but if they kick it and Hollidaysburg runs the clock out, we've had it. All right, let's wait and see what they call. The ball resting on about the 46. Central goes into punt formation. Ron Holsinger back in punt formation. Hollidaysburg send one's man back. Lansendorfer, a bad pass from center. He kicks it. It's a good one. It's going down. Hits on the 10-yard line. It's not going to go into the end zone. Yes, it does. It went into the end zone. A Central man down there trying to get the ball, but it went into the end zone. Mike Mark almost downed that ball, but it went into the end zone, so that brings it out to the 20, and the Golden Tigers put it in play there. 1st and 10 with 3:41. The big thing is right now, can Central stop 4 straight plays and get their hands back on that ball? They're losing 22-21. If they don't get it, there's a penalty being called on the field, but I think it was illegal procedure against the Dragons. It was, and of course Hollidaysburg will refuse the penalty. They did. They declined the penalty. They want the ball. Illegal procedure against Central. Hollidaysburg declines, and they're going to put it in play on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. All right, Rossi brings them out. A 1st and 10 situation. All right, the big thing now is, can the defense dig in? Rossi hands off. He's up the middle. He's got a first down. He drove the ball right down their throats. I don't think he got enough for the first down, but it's very close. He's about 1 yard short. He moves the ball up to the 29-yard line, and it's a 9-yard pickup, and it brings up a 2nd down and 1. This is what Central has got to stop. They got to stop the running play. They got to get their hands on that ball. Clock running, 3:15. All right, Hollidaysburg comes out. Lansendorfer taking a lot of time now. He's in no hurry. He's got a 1-point lead. All right, handoff, middle of the line. It's right at the line of scrimmage, but he's got the first down. He's got it. It's going to be a first down for Hollidaysburg. Okay, it's a first down for the Golden Tigers. They got the ball on the 30-yard line. The clock shows 2.5 minutes. Handoff right up the middle. He's going to go. He's got it up across the 40-yard line. It's another first down. It's another first down. They're tearing right up the center of the Central defense now. I don't know what happens. It's another first down. Central was defensing them pretty good, but when we need to stop the drive, bang, 2 straight first downs right up the middle of the line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Hollidaysburg. The ball resting just across the 40-yard line. The clock shows 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Hollidaysburg's in no hurry right now. They got a 1-point lead by virtue of a 2-point conversion. Okay, he brings him out. Handoff, center line. Bang, he's going again. He's going to go. He's going to go. He brings the ball down across the 45-yard line. What in the world happened to the Central defense? Brought down from behind here by Nevin Guggenauer. Another first down for Hollidaysburg. Did we quit? What happened? Are we quitting out there? It's been a wonderful ball game up to now, but I don't know what's happened here. They're going right up the middle. 3 straight first downs. Clock shows 2 minutes. Rossi brings them out. Handoff, bang, he's hit this time. Mike Moore clobbered him right at the line of scrimmage. He went nowhere. But the clock shows 1:48. They still got 3 chances at it. I don't think Central's going to be able to get their hands back on the ball here, Denny Conlon.
I don't know, Denny. That looks too good.
All right, with 1:35, Central calls a timeout. Here's Merrill.
Dog and Suds Drive-In, Route 36, Roaring Spring, is a booster of the Central High Scarlet Dragons. This friendly reminder, after the game, stop at Dog and Suds and try that tasty coney dog or French fries or creamy root beer. You light up with joy. So good. Try Dog and Suds delicious crisp chicken. So bring the kids along. Enjoy wholesome food at Dog and Suds Drive-In, Roaring Spring. Another fine community-minded business. So after the game or just any time for a quick snack, stop at Dog and Suds.
Okay, it's the 2nd down and 10. 1:35 showing on the scoreboard clock. I don't know what the Dragons got to hold in. They might get a chance to throw one. I don't know if they can hold. All right, it's an offside. Offside against Central. Any mistakes that can be made, we're making them right now. We've been one heck of a ball club up till now. We have played a tremendous game, a tremendous ball game, this whole game except for the last couple minutes. And brother, I guess we're just a little bit over anxious because we've let them score 3 first downs and then we jumped offside. But then again, that happened to Hollidaysburg the first half. But it puts us in a bind. Now it makes 2nd and 5 now, and of course the clock never started. It's still 1:35 left. Rossi taking all the time in the world right now. He's got a 1-point lead. All right, he brings them out. 2nd down and 5 now for the Golden Tigers. Ball across the 40, about the 37-yard line. All right, Rossi on the long count. Another offsides. Offsides again. This time it was Hollidaysburg. Hollidaysburg drove Central offside, so they moved the ball back now 5 yards against Hollidaysburg. So we got a 2nd and 10. We're starting over. 3 seconds were used on the clock. The officials signaled something up to the press box now. There's a timeout. There seems to be a discrepancy here on the time or something. Let's wait and see. The official is pointing to the scoreboard. There seems to be a discrepancy here, and of course the
135.
He wants 135. He wants 135 back on the scoreboard clock. Let's see what happens here. They're going to... Wait a minute. They can't start this clock here. They're switching it off here. All right, temporarily there's a timeout. The clock had never started on that last play. I guess the whistle was blown before the play started, so they're putting 3 seconds back on the clock. So we got to run the whole thing through. Now we got 4, 3, 2. Now we got 1:35. It's 2nd and 10. Big cheer goes up for the clock operator. It's you didn't lose your 3 seconds there, people, and it Now they're on the line of scrimmage. They're calling the signals out there. It's a 2nd down and 10. Rossi, the quarterback. He hands off. Bang. He's hit. He goes nowhere. Hit right back at the line of scrimmage. Mike Mock, run calling, busts through there and knocks him down on about the 45-yard line, and it brings up a 3rd and 13, and the clock is stopped with a central timeout. 1 minute and 28 seconds. Merle, give us a fast commercial.
The average person doesn't have the slightest idea what ingredients go into that prescription he's taking. Because his trusted doctor gives it to him, he takes it with confidence. Well, you can have the same confidence if you have that prescription filled at Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring. It will be filled precisely to the directions your doctor has ordered. You never get substitutes, never get inferior ingredients. Next time you have a prescription to be filled, take it to Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring.
Thank you, Merle. Well, she shows 1 minute and 28 seconds, and the Hollidaysburg's in the huddle. It's 3rd and 13. This is a big one right now. If Central can stop them now, they might get a chance to throw a couple passes. All right, Rossi brings them out, lines up, 3rd and 13. He's running, right, there's a flag thrown. Rossi hit right at the line of scrimmage. He was trapped behind the line, but he broke away, but there's a flag thrown in the backfield. We'll wait and see what the official calls. All right, it was illegal procedure. Illegal procedure called against the Golden Tigers. Wisely declined by Central. That brings up a 4th down, and the ball on the 43-yard line. It's a 4th down, and Hollidaysburg goes into punt formation. All right. The clock running with a little over a minute left to play. Hollidaysburg on the long count. Boy, that rush is on. They get the kick away, and it's a good one. It's a good one, and it's rolling down on about the picked up down there. Hit on a 5-yard line, and bang. Dave Breidenball fields that punt, and he's hit right away on the 5-yard line. Boy, you talk about having your back to the wall. The clock running, 50 seconds. 1st and 10 for Central from their own 5. 95 yards to go, 45 seconds. Breidenball, back to pass, throws long, incomplete. Incomplete, attempted for Nevin Gokenauer out at about the 40-yard line, incomplete. Naturally, we're going to throw 4 if we can throw them. Clock stopped on the incompleted pass with 41 seconds. Don't leave us. Central's fighting back every inch of the way. Not inches. We got 95 long yards to go out there, but we still got 41 seconds, and we're going to throw a couple passes. Anything can happen. It's football. Score 22-21 Hollidaysburg. All right, Breidenball brings them out. 2nd down and 95. Throws the pass across the middle. Level back. What in the world? I'll never be able to explain this one in a million years. Oh, my goodness sakes. All right, incomplete. Denny Cohen. Will you even attempt to explain that pass?
No, I won't.
Go ahead.
No, I won't. I mean,
All right, I'll try to give it to you. The ball was, Breidenball dropped back, threw the ball across the line to his end. He turned around and threw back to his halfback behind the line, who turned around and threw back across field to Dave Breidenball, the quarterback, who threw a long pass downfield for Nevin Gokenauer, but it was overthrown. Talk about razzle-dazzle football. Brother, this one's, I got to see the films on this one. Okay, it's 3rd and 10. It would have been a dandy if it would have worked. All right, it's a pass out, lateral back, get a block, complete, driven out of bounds. Completed pass, but he's driven out of bounds, might have picked up 10 yards. The pass was completed over there to Greg Irons, who lateraled back, I think, to Bobby Wareham. But he did not get the 1st down. The clock is stopped with 24 seconds. And there's a Central man down. There's a Central man hurt on the field. But he's off the sidelines. I think it's Bobby Wareham that's down, but he's off the field, and the coaches are looking at him, but the play will continue now. It's a 4th and 4. This is it. 4th and 4. The Dragons are really throwing some tricky passes here, and but for a little bit of luck, brother, they might have gone. It didn't go, but boy, did they throw him. Okay, Breidenball fades the pass. He throws. He's got a man open. He dropped it. Right into Greg Irons' hands. A perfectly executed thrown pass right into Greg's hands, and I think just the nervous tension. He couldn't hold the ball. He dropped it just as he was getting out of bounds. He was trying to get the 1st down, and Hollidaysburg takes over. We got 13 seconds on the scoreboard clock. All right, Rossi brings him out, 1st and 10. He's just going to fall on the ball. He's falling on it. It was 18 seconds. Now it's 14, 13. Clock running, 11 seconds. I don't think Central has any more timeouts. That's the ball game. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the ball game. There you hear the Hollidaysburg fans. There you hear it. All right, the Central boys all congratulating Hollidaysburg. A well-played ball game. The game's over. Hollidaysburg out shaking hands with the Central. Good sportsmanship. I'm glad to see it. A real hard-fought contest. The boys are out in the middle of the field shaking hands. This is as it ought to be. This has been a tremendous ball game. There's no question about it. It's been a beautiful, beautiful ball game. Good sportsmanship. Everybody shaking hands out in the middle of the field. Hollidaysburg wins it by a score of 22-21. We'll be back to tell you a little bit more, but first of all, here's a word from Earl.
Oh, that wonderful fall air. Time for all outdoorsmen to take to the woods and for all ages to take strolls through their favorite mountains and woodlands. If you've ever had the desire to own a place of your own in some secluded spot away from the humdrum of city life, Kenneth Stover Insurance and Real Estate Office in Roaring Spring now has available seasonal dwellings, and heading that list are a few choice hunting camps. If you're in the market to buy or if you want to sell real estate, whether it's farm, business, or home, make it a point to see Kenneth Stover in Roaring Spring. Now back to Denny Albright.
Well, thank you. Well, Denny Conlon, there you have it. The Scarlet Dragons lose one, but brother, just barely, by a score of 22-21. Two real fine ball teams out here tonight.
Yes, sir, Denny. I don't think I've seen a well-played high school football game with excitement and everything in a long time. In fact, an Altoona McKeesport game way back maybe 8 years ago, I think matched this. I think that game went up 28-21 Altoona, and this one was just that kind of ball game. A lot of wide-open type football, a lot of passes. Both teams played real gutty ball. Both teams came back after they were down, didn't let penalties bother them, came back and played real fine football. Hollidaysburg definitely had a gutty effort here coming back when they were down 21-14. Beautiful play for their two-point conversion. Central never quit, I don't think. I know they didn't quit. They come back and they were trying right up to the last gun. So it's a real beautiful football game, and it's a real tribute to both teams, especially Central. They won 11 in a row, and you lose one like this. It's just a great game. They don't have to lower their heads or anything like that. They played a good Hollidaysburg team and they got beat, but there's other football games for those boys, and the season doesn't hinge on one ball game. And it'll be even a greater challenge for them to come back next week and see what they can do down at Tyrone with Hollidaysburg and then Tyrone both away. See if they can come back and give Tyrone a real good football game. But it's just one beautiful ball game, Denny. There's not much you can say about it. Both teams, no one should be ashamed. Both teams played well, and I can go on forever about this football game. It was one of the best I've seen.
I still haven't figured out what happened when Hollidaysburg made that drive. They didn't run. We got cut off the air there. But what I was saying was, on this last drive of Hollidaysburg's, that I don't know just what happened. They just wasn't running the center of the central line at all. But they made 3 first downs. But I don't think that hurt that bad because we still got the ball back. And we really saw some razzle-dazzle football out here tonight, brother. Harry Clark unloaded the books, on this last series of downs, and any one of them might have gone all the way, and they controlled the ball well. I think the guy that I feel the sorriest for, or the worst for, is Greg Imes. On that last offensive play that the Scarlet Dragons have, the ball was right into Greg's hands, and I think he was a little bit anxious on the thing, and he just couldn't quite hold it, and that's football. But the Scarlet Dragons did themselves proud here tonight. They played a good Hollidaysburg team, and they played them well, and this has been one heck of a ball game, and you got to lose sometime, and you can't lose by any closer than 1 point. Okay, we're going to give it back to Merle to wrap it up. Now remember, we're going to be down broadcasting the Northern Bedford Juniata Valley game, which will be played Sunday at dinner time. That's being played Saturday night at Huntington, and then we'll see you again next week from Tyrone. So this is Denny Albright saying good night, and now to Merle for the wrap-up.
Thank you, Denny. Tonight's game was presented by Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring. Accurate prescription service always. Kenneth Stover Insurance and Real Estate of Roaring Spring. Your protection, our greatest concern. Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant of Roaring Spring, home of the world's creamiest root beer. And Feather Petroleum of Martinsburg, suppliers of Phil Heat and other Phillips 66 products. Feather service will tickle you. That's it from the Hollidaysburg High School football field. This is Merle Ebersole saying good night and good sports.